What is going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel and welcome back to another full day of eating, because who doesn't love watching a grown man eat, right? Bulking season's upon us and I want to talk about my bulk, how I'm structuring it, how much I'm eating and how frequently I'm eating. The goal for today is to take you throughout my full day of eating, obviously, right? Also, what I like to do when I don't have my meals prepped, because this is also a one-off situation where I don't have food prepared and I like to have a little bit more structure behind my diets, but whatever. So this video is also for the people who like to eat a Big Mac while watching this video, who are talking about, oh yeah, you got a dirty bulk to get these gains in. No, I'm watching you. I am watching you because you are lying. We're talking about dirty bulks as well and why I'm not very supportive of dirty bulking. I think that there's a time and place for it, but we'll get into that later. So right now, the idea is to get our first meal a day in. We're waiting for the young, lovely Opie to finish getting ready so that we can actually have our breakfast and kind of get the day started, whatever the case may be. And obviously breakfast is the most important meal of the day, because if you don't think so, you're actually probably a psychopath. Now, before we get started, I do want to put the macros on the screen, which are now here. Ooh, right there. Ooh, wow, look at that. Boom. Cool. That's the macros, that's the goal for today, and that is how much food we're consuming. I will talk about why my fats are lower and so on and so forth. It's how I structure my diet. Don't worry, guys. I got you. You're gonna learn something today, I promise you. So we have our grilled chicken omelet with some home fries, which we're not gonna eat because that's not part of our macros for today. And we also have our pumpkin pancakes, which look absolutely delicious, and I'm gonna kill these because these are amazing. We're gonna kill breakfast real quick, head back home, run some errands, and we'll catch you guys after the meal's done. We crushed breakfast, delicious, finished everything as always because boy can eat.
No, he's fat.
I'm not fat, I got abs.
Just kidding.
Abs of steel. Next meal is coming up in a couple minutes, or actually a couple hours. I'll catch you guys in a little bit. Alright guys, so we got meal number 2 right over here. Can't really see it, but rice, beans, chicken, greens. We don't really count the greens because you don't really have to count that. But it's meal number 2. Macros are now on the screen, and we're down this. Probably head to the gym a little bit later just to get our workout in, because you got to move the calories around. Now, the idea behind having a meal like this, especially when you're out, it's like equivalent to like Chipotle, right? You're gonna have your rice, your chicken, your beans, just wholesome foods, as opposed to having like something carb heavy where you're just gonna be feeling really bloated. This is gonna make me just feel really just satisfied, pull me down. So we're gonna down this real quick, and I'll catch you guys back later. So we just finished up with meal number 2, and shout out to Chano's Latin Kitchen. That's actually right by my house. Super nice people. They saw me with the camera. They wanted to make sure everything was good, and they left them a good review. And thank you guys for the hospitality. I really do appreciate it. Not a really big YouTuber, but whatever. I appreciate the gesture, and that's what matters. I think that means something right there, right? But anyways, it's meal number 2. We did not finish the whole thing, I'm not gonna lie to you guys. My leftovers are right here. I just felt like I'd go over my macros had I ate the whole thing, and I want to make sure that I'm staying on track for the day, and so you guys understand that when you're bulking, you can eat more, but you don't want to just continuously keep spilling over, because it's very easy to just lose control of that bulk. And when you're bulking, you want to make sure you stay in control, that you're on top of your gains, and that you're not just eating just to eat, right? And I think that's where the dirty bulk comes in, and we're going to talk about the dirty bulk because that's the meat and potatoes right there. That, my friends, is where we're going to get started, the dirty bulk. But we're not talking about that right now. We're going to head home, we're going to rest. I'll catch you guys before we head to the gym with our pre-workout meal, because yes, we are going to eat again, because it is a full day of eating, and your boy's hungry. I'm full right now, but I'm going to be hungry later, like later I'll be hungry. Catch you guys. I'm gonna be completely honest with you guys. I just spoke to the camera for about like 5 to 10 minutes. Didn't hit record. Yeah, so there's that. So if you're seeing this now, it's like, shit. Well, let's get into the gist. Let's get into the bulk of the video. Pun intended, because I had used that joke before and it was funnier when I did it. Not anymore. Great. A burger is not gonna make you fat. But what will make you fat is when you're in a caloric surplus of 1,000, 1,500, 2,000 calories on a daily basis for 30 to 90 days. That will make you fat. That will put on weight, unwanted weight to be exact, because ultimately you're eating a lot more than you're supposed to, as opposed to being in a caloric surplus of 250, 500, 1,000 calories, whatever it is that you want to put on weight. That's a caloric surplus, and that's okay. But when you're just packing on with things that are high fat, saturated fat, things that just really just don't sit well in your stomach, it's gonna play a negative impact not only in your health but also your weight and also your physique and what you look like when you take off your clothes. And I'm pretty sure, like me, you want to look good naked. Who doesn't want to look good naked? I'm a very big believer in having a healthy relationship with food. I think that if you want to have that slice of pizza, have it, enjoy it. It's not going to make you fat, right? It just really bothers me when I see things online about you shouldn't eat this, you shouldn't eat that, you gotta avoid this, you gotta avoid that, and you see it with all these diet trends that you can't have carbs, no, bad. Shut up. For the love of God, shut up. Because it's not true, guys. You guys can enjoy what you want, have a healthy relationship with food, and you can still either gain weight, lose weight, whatever the case may be. Ultimately, it comes down to your caloric intake. If you want to lose weight, be in a caloric deficit. If you want to gain weight, be in a caloric surplus. It's really simple, and I promise you guys that you can enjoy the foods that you want. You don't have to be super strict. For me personally, my 4 to 5 meals are going to be clean calories, clean carbs, fats, healthy fats that is, and my protein. I eat 4 to 5 times a day, and I also carb cycle. Now, carb cycle, we'll go over it in a different video. I think it requires a lot more attention and science behind it that I want to give you guys that value. But I remain in a caloric surplus, but I'm not just eating everything in sight, because ultimately, you're gonna decide, if I were to be in a dirty bulk, you'll see me blow up. I'll be huge, but everything else doesn't look as it should, and I don't want that look. I don't want that aesthetic. If you guys want to be in a dirty bulk, if you find that you're somebody that needs to eat dirty food because one, you maybe struggle to put on calories, you can't eat as much. I mean, guys, not for nothing, but if you watched the video so far, for breakfast I had 3 thick ass pancakes and I had freaking eggs. Then after that I had a bowl of rice, beans, and chicken, like maybe 2 or 3 hours later. And now I'm having this bowl of oatmeal before I head to the gym. I can eat for days, but that comes at a cost because if I'm not careful, I can really just spill over, and that's not what I want to happen. The too long didn't watch because you rambled for too long is watch what you eat. If you're gonna be in a caloric surplus, maybe do an 80-20, 90-10 split where 90% of your food is clean carbs, clean protein, fats, healthy fats, and then the other 10% is the things that you want. Maybe it's the slice of pizza that you've been craving all week. Maybe it's the donut. Like, I love donuts, dude. Who doesn't fucking love donuts? You know what I mean? I love donuts. I'm about to go have a donut now. Jesus Christ, oh my God. See, you start talking about sweets and then there I go. Sour strips, because thanks to Max Schooning, now I'm addicted to sour strips. So, fantastic. That being said, I am gonna finish up this bowl of oatmeal, which I pretty much killed the whole thing already before I filmed this again. I'm gonna head to the gym and I'm gonna take you guys to the gym with me this time. If you made it this far, please drop a like, subscribe, and I'll catch you guys at the gym. back from the gym, completely showered, refreshed, and now for the last meal of the day, it's meal 4, I believe. Typically I do 5 meals, so I'm only doing 4 meals today because meal 1 and meal 2 were actually heavier on the heavier side, and so I kind of gauged it and said, you know what, maybe I'll just do 1 meal after my workout, call it a day. But we're actually gonna get my favorite meal, and if you know me, you know what it is, and you're gonna see what it is in a few minutes, because how are you not gonna enjoy this as your last meal on a bulk? Like, I would eat this every single day, like straight up. Like, if you give me one food for the rest of the day and the rest of my life, it's this. Wait for it, because I promise you it's worth it. I'm not getting as much as I used to, but. All right, so we're here for our last meal of the day, and if you haven't guessed it, it is sushi, the #1 meal in the world. I have my spicy tuna roll and I have a salmon roll. Spicy tuna being probably the best roll in all of existence because nothing tops it. And thank you. What we got? Miso soup. That's not for me because that's not in the macros. But that's also going to complete our macros for today. And we're going to head back home. Well, we're going to finish this, head back home, and I'll wrap up the video. See you guys in a few. Thanks, babe. You want to finish it off? Drop a like and subscribe. All right, no, okay. That's gonna be a wrap for today's video. A full day of eating. Hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope you guys enjoyed the food that I ate. I certainly did. Again, going back to the point of the video.
Like, subscribe.
All right, now I'm trying to do the outro and you're interrupting me. Hello? As I mentioned, when it comes to bulking, you can do a clean bulk, you can also do a dirty bulk, but in my opinion, you want to keep it clean so that you can ultimately see the lean mass come in, see those gains come in, and just, start looking your ultimate, look at your best, look good naked, guys, you know what I mean? So, the end macros are somewhere on the screen here, probably, because that's better lighting for it. So as you can see, we went a little bit over the carbs, that's fine, but we pretty much hit our protein and our fats for the whole day, which is fantastic. And yeah, that's a full day of eating. That's my bulk, typically, and I'll share that later on one day. I'll show you what I typically eat, which is not as fun and entertaining, but it's what gets results. It's those really boring, monotonous meals that helps me really stay zoned in and get to the goals that I want. So that's me personally. But again, if you guys enjoyed the video, make sure you drop a like. And if you're new, subscribe. And I'll catch you guys in the next video.